strategic regional campaign tour. Edino ABP mo ewo the Greater Accra region any day after the massive support ya one ne entourage enjoy ewo the central region NRA. Na said the nhihye ya egu akwan mutie no. The vice president in the campaign entourage RAZ Greater Accra region, their first point of call na the clergy software ya omo ewo the region no omo di nkomo dan ni so ade hunu di kire wo owieye e na obemiti the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs na nanom atrankonwa ya ewo Greater Accra region na obi a wa follow vice president the campaign tour yi across the regions bia no a common idea, a common vision and our D2 obete flat rate tax system, obete flat rate on import duties, obete pegging of import duties to the Lomé port, obesign ati BBT said the introduction of electric cars for public transport, obete prioritizing solar energy to replace fuel, obete BB etise the introduction of e-gate with the Kotoka International Airport. Obeti BB said linking of Ghana card to the hospital's database system. Yeah, and also okan ehon accept. Ebion how government ebeye very close to faith-based institutions and the churches to help improve development. Sansemi so obeti. Na obeti and sembi and so etise making import duties to be paid in cedis instead of US dollars and a host of others. Over PMO Greater Accra region, Sansem no pepepe, and I course. Now interestingly, Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Penyipa, Edin Sem Kakra Tuja, edify the vice president. It was massive west, and our Pandi Tuja, Ebeko Niakwa Kuti. Here we are. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia lecture Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. And I watch the impact of the linking of the Ghana card to various government institutions. The obosnit no actually number of ghost names and never sika ban yisivu no abo NSS. Na be hu searches and cry him phone or my stand say hey. Until during the SY NDC administration, say and a kufu do man yifaso. Na nya sabketo. Tienko.
We state with all emphasis that when it comes to effective leadership, you don't have to be radical, violent, or pompous to be a bold leader. Being a bold leader is not about brows, rather brains. Having observed you from afar, we believe you have a lot of potentials to offer this country. Do not disappoint, because your records will always be there. They will be used to evaluate you. On selfless leadership, we have less to say about you. Your Excellency, you are an accomplished man. You are a successful man. Therefore, we are convinced you will not fail the test when it comes to selfless leadership.
Which is very, very important for us. The Ghana Card ID, it has helped us deal with corruption in the payroll. The ghost worker problem was a big problem, acting president. Big problem. So I brought the suggestion that every government worker should be linked to their Ghana Card. Why? Because every Ghana Card has the fingerprints of the worker. But ghosts don't have fingerprints. So once we linked the Ghana card number to the workers, the ghosts all ran away. So in the national service, we found 44,000 ghost workers. One place, National Service Secretary, 44,000. They disappeared when we linked the Ghana card to the workers. We saved 420 million Ghana cedis just at one place. We went to Senate. We found 29,000 ghost pensioners. We saved over 300 million Ghana cedis. 2 institutions alone, almost 750 million. Just two of savings. And we've cleaned the whole payroll of the Controller and Accountant General. So today, thanks to the Ghana card, we can say we've solved the problem of ghost workers in Ghana. The Ghana card has also become your tax identification number. It has become your SNIT number. It has become your national health insurance number. We have even linked the Ghana card to the ICAO database. ICAO stands for International Civil Aviation Organization, which is in Canada. We took the Ghana card, everything to Montreal. It went through all the rigorous testing. And now it is part of the ICAO system. It means that if any Ghanaian, and it has happened to many Ghanaians now, goes abroad and your passport gets missing, you can take your Ghana card and board a plane and come back to Ghana. It will be accepted in 44,000 airports and border entries in the world, because it is now part of the ICAO system. We are one of the few countries in the world whose identity card, digital ID card, is part of the ICAO system. And before the end of this year, we are opening the e-gates at the Kotoka International Airport, the electronic gates. It means if you are a Ghanaian and you arrive at Kotoka International Airport, you no longer need to go to immigration. You go to the e-gates, put your Ghana card, it will open, and you enter the country. And so this is what we have done. The next thing I worked on was on the issue of financial access to financial services, bank accounts, and so on. Only 30% of our population had a bank account. 30%. The rest of us had Momo numbers, Momo accounts. But the Momo accounts were only internal, because if you had an MTN Momo account, you couldn't send money to Vodafone. You could only send money to someone who was MTN. And you couldn't send money to a bank account. And no bank account could send money to a Momo account. So I called all the telcos and I said, we want to do what we call mobile money interoperability, so that we can send money across the networks. I called the banks, I said, you also have to be part of it. We'll be able to send money from a Momo account to a bank account and vice versa. Initially, they were resisting, but I stood very firm. Some of them I called their bosses in South Africa and brought them here, and we had a meeting. I said, this is where Ghana wants to go. It had never been done in Africa, never. But we insisted, and today you can send Momo from your bank to the Momo account. You can send funds. You can send from one MTN to Telecel, from Telecel to Tigo. This is all done. And today, when they send you remittance from abroad, it comes onto your mobile phone. You no longer need to go to Western Union. And Ghana is the first country in the whole of Africa to do mobile money interoperability. The first country in the whole of Africa. And they haven't done it in the United States. They haven't done it in Canada. They haven't done it in the UK. We are ahead of them. And this is why I say it is possible for us to move ahead of some of these advanced countries in some of these areas. The other area I looked at was our address system. We did not have a working and a functional national address system in Ghana. If you wanted to find something, you have to say, when you get here, you see a cocoa seller on the right, and take the right, and you see the blue house, and take the left, the big tree, and if you are not lucky and the cocoa seller doesn't come out, you are in trouble. And so we said that you can't, any modern economy must have an address system. Today, if you go to US, Canada, Germany, and you collapse their address system, just the address system, the economy will grind to a halt. Nothing will work. Everything depends on addresses. So we needed to find a solution. After 60 years of independence, we didn't have an address system. And I said, look, today's world, we have GPS technology. Let us move to a digital address system so that everywhere will have an address. Whether you are living in Nima, or you're living in East Legon, you're living in Tamale, or you're living in Wa, or essentially everywhere in Ghana will have, every location, every property will have an address system. So we implemented the digital address system in Ghana. And it has now been done. It is working very well. Today, if someone is coming to your house, you just have to give them your digital address. They'll drive there. There's no issue anymore. You don't need the cocoa seller to be out at that time. And you will go. And Ghana, our own dear country, is only the second country in the whole world to implement a national digital address system. The whole world. We are the second country to do so, and it is helping prepare us for that. We also have brought in one of the things that is really helping across Ghana now, which is drones to deliver medicine. Drones, medical drone delivery. I had a personal experience, one in September 2002, when my father had an operation in Tamale, and we needed blood that night. That night, he was bleeding. We rushed to the blood bank. It was locked. We tried to get the person who operated the blood. He was gone. We couldn't find him. We tried different numbers. We couldn't find him. Before the morning, my father had died. So it stuck with me. And when I heard that, this is after I became vice president, I heard there was a company in San Francisco called Zipline Drones. I read about what they had done and that they were delivering medicines to the remote parts of different countries, and that technology allows delivery of blood. If a pregnant mother is giving birth and losing blood, they can bring medicine quickly. A snake bite on the farm, you need anti-snake serum very quickly. The drones can bring it in and all of that. So I said, nah, if this technology was there, my father probably would have been alive. We would have had blood delivered as quickly as possible. So I took a team and we went to San Francisco, and I went to meet the founder of the drone services. And I said, I want you to come to Ghana and establish in Ghana. After some discussion, he agreed that he will visit Ghana. 2 weeks later, he was here. And then we have established 6 medical drone delivery centers so far in Ghana. We are delivering to 2,800 health facilities. Every day, each of the centers does an average of about 100 flights. And it is being managed, 100% managed by Ghanaians. 100% managed by Ghanaians. No white person is there doing it for us. Our young men and women are managing the drone deliveries. And we are saving lives every day. But what is so interesting about this story is that today, in the context of the whole world, Ghana is the largest medical drone delivery service in the whole world. We have taken the lead. And what is interesting, acting president Nime Name, is 2 months ago or so, 2 months ago, the company that we went to bring this technology from in the world were looking to hire somebody. They did, and they came to Ghana to hire one of our Ghanaians to take him to San Francisco to lead a team on medical drone flight operations in San Francisco. Amazing. But Ghana has now taken the lead in there. We are also networking our hospitals. One of the biggest problems in our hospitals is medical records. You can go and ask for your folder and they'll tell you it's missing. They've not found it. Your whole medical history cannot be found. So we have said that we will digitalize all the medical records in all the hospitals, clinics, CHIPS compounds, everything, and network all the hospitals so that they can talk to each other. And we did that for all the teaching hospitals complete, all the regional hospitals complete, all the district hospitals complete. So today, if they refer you from Dodowa to Kolebu, you no longer need to take your folder to Kolebu. Just take your ID number. You get to Kolebu. Once they enter it, all your medical records will be showing right now for the doctors to act. So by next year, we hope that we would have covered every hospital, clinic, and CHIPS compounds for all of this. And it is going to really continue to help us in there. Today, if you are at home, you can buy electricity with your mobile phone, because we've digitalized the electricity purchase program on your mobile phone. Even if you are not in Ghana, you are in China, you can still buy electricity for your house in Ghana. If you are in UK, you can still buy electricity for your house in Ghana. That doesn't exist in the United States or in the UK or in Canada. We have gone ahead of them in this as well. Today we can enroll on national health insurance on our mobile phone. It's very easy, very simple. And you don't need to go and pay a bribe or sleep outside the NHIA office. So these are some of the things that I have been doing. Brought the idea of one constituency, one ambulance, Agenda 111, goal for oil policy. I can list at least about 33 different policy initiatives that I, as Vice President, have been able to bring to Ghana. And Nime Namaya, this is why I'm saying that if I have been able to do this in my limited position as Vice President, then if you, by your grace and your prayers and your support, if you make me president, I'll be able to do much more for this country. I'll be able to do much, much more for this country. I believe that the vision that I have for Ghana is a number of things that I want to do. First of all, I believe that agriculture should be our #1 focus. Agriculture. Farming, large-scale, irrigated, mechanized farming. We should invest a lot in agriculture and support our farmers. I think we should really, really get technology involved in agriculture, reduce the risk by doing more precision agriculture. So I want my government to focus a lot on agriculture. And when I say agriculture, I also include fishing in that whole context, right? So we should focus a lot in the support for our farmers and fisher folks. Secondly, I want to reduce the cost and then increase the reliability of electricity. We have dealt with this problem for a very long time, having problems with electricity generation. And the cost is also very high because we are relying on oil and gas to generate electricity. Oil and gas is also expensive. When there is a problem in the Middle East today, which has nothing to do with us, suddenly oil prices will go up, and then fuel prices go up, transport prices go up, food prices go up, and then we have a problem. So I want Ghana to move away from oil and gas and go for solar power. Solar power is the key to our freedom in terms of power generation, because solar power is free. I mean, practically God has given us the sun free. We are even running away from the sun. But we don't have to pay to import the sun into Ghana. The oil, we have to import it. The sun is shining every day. It's given to us for free. And so I want us to bring in 2,000 megawatts of solar power in the next 4 years. 2,000 megawatts